Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 146 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of August 22nd, 2020. It is actually August 22nd. We're recording this on time. I am your dispatcher, otherwise known as the Admiral, otherwise known as Ellis. With me I have my engineer, Jacob Durbin, and our fireman, TJ Sicoscio, and Chris Homan.
Hi.
Returning from the pantheon of Two-Foot is Tyler, the Two-Foot Messiah.
Hello. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, once again.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. It was kind of a cluster of a question, but it wasn't that bad. We've had a lot worse. And speaking of things we've had a lot worse of, the last one, Mantle of Responsibility, is looking kind of sparse. So, without further ado, let's get to that. The train will terminate at this station.
At this station.
Okay, we are in Derail Valley. I have no earthly idea where. I assume in a valley and hopefully on the tracks with Lunar Guard Komatsu 12, also known as Eric, driving a train of some sort.
Eric did try to get on this
train.
He
is driving a train.
He is in fact on the tracks. He's somehow not on the podcast, like he failed to get on, even though he was trying. But which is weird. I think he's like holding back or something.
Corner wrestling intensifies.
Yeah. Anyway, we had two wrecks for the Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility. One is basically thanks to the weather. PNSF train traveling from Amarillo to northwestern Ohio got 16 cars knocked off the tracks by a, not a tornado, but wind gusts of up to 70 miles an hour. No injury, no hazmat, nothing real bad, just bad wind. Probably empties. Yeah. Well, no, actually they weren't empties. I can see crap all over the ground. But, intermodals. Intermodal containers, double stacks, they're tall. That was on the 11th of this month. 11 days later, there was another wreck. This was Union Pacific, and they really piled up some hopper cars. They made a right mess.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a guy driving past that. Holy God, that's a lot of hopper cars.
That's actually the one we got sent. This woman posted on her Facebook driving by the whole wreck. It's I assume that's corn or grain. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Holy cow. Anyway, that's the Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility for this week. I know, it's already done. Boom, we're finished with that. Just BNSF and UP. KCS still holds the mantle, unsurprisingly. And there was another one, a train hit somebody, but I couldn't suss out whose train it was, so I just left it down in the news. I don't know. I don't have a better response than that. Like, I don't have I don't have further information. So maybe that could have turned the tide or changed who's, something, if it was KCS that hit somebody, because we know they do that and nothing else. But
how can they hit somebody? They don't exist.
Well, that's the thing. They don't ever wreck, but the only times they've come off the mantle, the only times they've been taken down, it's because they killed someone. So, anyway. So, let's talk about what we've done in the past couple weeks. I actually went and saw WOTA the other night, just because I happened to be out there and I saw the signal was green, and I was like, I bet I know who that's green for. And so I sat by the tracks, and surprise, surprise, WOTA came through. Just two light engines again. Nothing else on the train. So.
Wow, real original.
Yep. Here's the thing, when you're in Providence and WOTA goes through, that's it. Your game's done. You can't catch up to it again. Because as soon as it gets south of Providence, it hits it gets off the sidetrack and just guns it. And I don't think they stop before they get to Davisville.
Probably not.
Mhm.
They don't stop. Well, they don't stop at Cranston Brick or anything.
No,
No,
Spalding
because
Brick
there's an
gets
interchange change. Yeah.
yeah, Spalding
Yeah.
Brick gets switched by PR2, I think, or PR3. Although Agili said that PR3 switched out Projo the other day, which I thought was neat. I didn't even know they were
that
doing
is
that
very
still.
neat.
The Providence Journal, which that's like one of my holy grails. I want to see them do that because there's so little room to switch in there. They have to like back it up against the street and then push the car in. Which the only other place I'd really like to see them switch like that is that place across Elmwood Ave. I want to see a safety clean where we went on the snowy day. I really want to see a train go through there. I want to see a train come across.
Yeah, no,
Elmwood
I want to see a train go through the Warwick section.
Ave.
That fire inspector arrives, panic.
Panic.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, too bad Weibel's not here to talk about what he did. Because speaking of getting caught by the inspector,
I wait. All right, I'll ask that later. I guess on the subject of, I don't even know where I was going to go with that. Either way, I've had a very, 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 very eventful week.
a lot of errors.
Started off, the last time I was on, I've gone out to the East Broad Top. I laid more track. They had their wonderful 50th or 60th anniversary. It was all well and great. All the pictures, all my nice ballast work was great. Since then, I decided to go to Maryland the weekend after. And that was a fun weekend. Well, actually, no. The weekend after that, I decided to fire 475 at Strasbourg on a whim. I spent $300 for the 30 fucking minutes to shovel about 10 scoops.
That's $3 a scoop.
Hey,
The bobber the boost.
Hey,
You're
Chris.
barely
That's $30 a scoop.
Hey, Chris, I have a question.
Yeah,
Why?
because I was depressed and bored.
Okay.
I will say it was nice. It was a nice refresher to fire just straight bituminous because, oh my god, it's a world of fucking difference. It's a world of difference. And it was nice to work with Jimmy because I was firing for Jimmy, who had a great time.
Our
And
Jimmy?
nice to bullshit with. Yes, our Jimmy.
Oh.
Yes.
That's my boy.
Neat.
Yeah,
He was trying to get on today.
Shit. We could have had that. So, either way, we had a good time. Nice day out. Very hot. But, so here is, and I bought a new thing that day. I finally bought what I was looking for, or what I've been looking at the antique shop for months. A British Rail Western Region signal lamp.
Ooh.
Currently hanging from my brain. $150. I've been looking at this thing for like 6 months.
Oh my god. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a lot bigger than our lanterns. So moving on. I then went to Maryland. I also brought Simon a whistle that he bought from a guy up here in Pottsville, and I transported down to him. It is a MD Whistle Southern 3-chime. For once, I didn't buy something stupid.
No, you just delivered it.
You're
I just
accomplished
delivered
the
it.
act.
I delivered it and held it up on his tractor. It fits.
Well, that's good.
And then he gave me a concussion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Like a
right.
fair
Yeah.
trade.
I was in the backseat of his pickup, and I had unbuckled and leaned forward to lean off a bridge. He thought it'd be funny, or to look off a bridge, not lean off a bridge. He thought it'd be funny if at 20 miles an hour he slammed on the brakes. I went into the dash.
There are
Jesus,
multiple
fuck,
things.
Simon.
There are
Didn't think
multiple
anything of
things where along this road of like decision making, you could have stopped, and he could have stopped.
Yes.
But like,
Well, he stopped.
well, not what I meant.
So okay, nothing. There was no pain, nothing. And then the next day at work, I started feeling really dizzy and really out of it, and like nauseous. Like, all right, something's fucked up. This has to be due to this. And I went to the emergency room, and I have a concussion. And I was off till Wednesday. And I still have overtime. I still had overtime this week. Figured that out. I work 6 days a week now. And today, after work, I went to the Lehigh Gorge. And I filmed the 425. Once I get an image here, I have to go download them in a second. Give me a second.
TJ, don't jump the gun. I know you want to talk about 2-foot.
Because their pictures are on my phone, so I gotta send them to the chat before I. Yeah, I'm not trying to jump the gun. I'm just trying to send them before I forget.
The first picture is the chair.
Fred's chair. Yeah.
Hold on.
I gotta put that on the route.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is required. I'm giving you a pineapple cup to put there as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Chris finish, and then I'll get into my escapades.
The 425 was loud. I'm not gonna go into specifics of it. It's just a big blue engine.
The big blue engine.
It's a big blue engine that's loud.
The home of
and
the big
y'all need to come down and see it.
I have.
Well, see it in the gorge, not in. There's something very special about sitting in Glenanoco or sitting anywhere in the gorge and hearing it come up the valley to you. Well, the whistle blowing, the loud exhaust, you can hear it like 17 times bouncing off the walls of the canyon, and then hearing it go away from you. There is something that is absolutely amazing about that, and it's indescribable. And it's just absolutely amazing. Hold on, where is there's the other one. There is it at the new bridge. It'll upload, and here's my work one day this week. Sometimes I can take good pictures. I'm gonna drive one of them some days.
I can drive that.
No, I can't drive that, but I'm going to.
Sure.
Okay, I'm done, TJ.
Okay.
Actually, yes, that is a Volvo.
Yay!
Volvo.
This too is a Volvo.
Everything Volvo.
Wait,
everything's a Volvo? Always has been.
Always has been.
The Lehigh really likes Volvos for whatever reason. They're good equipment. It's really good equipment. So.
Okay, TJ, tell us about this chair.
Okay, well, firstly, I've been getting involved in person with the WWNF finally, rather than just foaming them on the internet or building 3D models. And I went up there last weekend, and I stayed the night in the Percival house again. One of the pictures there is the view from the back door.
Nice.
Which is very cool.
Very cool, Kanye. Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. And then the third picture I sent is of the 52 getting ready to pull the work train. And basically I was just on track crew. We replaced a rail. We spiked it in. We tamped some track. If you look in the chair picture, pretty much like right behind the camera and also a little bit in front of the chair, like to the towards the bridge from the chair, you can tell there's kind of a dip, and that's not there anymore because we fixed it.
Nice.
Yeah, so the WWNF is just about like 50 feet smoother thanks to me.
Thanks to you and you alone.
Yeah, only me. Nobody else helped. It was literally
I lifted
just me.
the track.
I hand lifted the track and shoved the gravel under. Um, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was cool to work on the track crew. I got to talk to some of the guys there that I already have known, and I met a lot of new faces. One of them's a Pan Am engineer, which is very cool. He might be an engineer for another railroad pretty soon.
Big thing.
Elon Musk, when?
Yeah.
For Elon Musk's Hyperrail.
Pan Am Spaceways.
Yeah, and
they were in the sky before, so
yeah, exactly. Might as well go back. It was a cool day. I wanted to kill myself, and so did everyone else that was camping the track.
Welcome to 2020.
My supervisor, who was the Pan Am guy, he was going stupid as he was tamping the track. He was like, "Why did I do this? Why did I ask to do this?"
You also only had, 2 of the 4?
Yeah, well, so, yeah, that's a story. So on our afternoon session, we decided to spike in the rail rather than just safety spike it. And so there were 4 of us. So we brought 4 spike hammers.
Uh-oh.
And
how many did you break?
Well, I didn't see how many we brought. I just kind of they put them on. I was probably putting something else on the train or in the section house or something. And then we get to the work site, and we go to the running board of the 52, and we go, didn't we bring 4 spike hammers?
Oh, no.
And there were 2 sitting there. And Ed and Joe's the engineer of both the 52 and the Pan Am engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also the supervisor. And he was like, yeah, I thought we did bring 4. And then we were like, all right, well, we'll have to be careful on the way back. And then there were 4 of us, and we spiked in. 2 of us spiked in the rails. I'll give you a hint. It was me and Joe.
They didn't send the engine back in the meantime to go find the spike.
No, well, because the engineer was also the supervisor and also the best person at track work.
Oh my god.
So
Yep.
there literally were not enough people to continue to do the work and go find the spike hammers, because we had no clue where they had fallen off, because he was zooming the whole way. And so we're on our way back, and we're going up the hill. We get over top of mountain, and we're like, okay, if they're anywhere, they'd be here. And they weren't there. So we just kept going along, and I'm looking, and Ed's like, okay, DJ, look out for the spike hammers. I was like, all right. So we're going down, and we're probably half a mile south of top of mountain. And I go, and we're driving by, and I see it, and I go, there it is! And Ed goes, huh? I'm like, the hammers! And he goes, oh, the hammers! And then he gives the stop signal, and 100 feet after the hammers, we stop, and I walk all the way back to the hammers, or the hammer, singular at this point, and I look down, and in 3 feet away, so the first hammer was right on the edge of the ballast in the grass, and then 3 feet to the left of that in a ditch was the other hammer. So these things got thrown very hard from the side of this locomotive.
Oh my god.
But we were just happy that we didn't have to look for 2 hammers separately. We're glad we found them all at once. But it was a good day. I learned some information. I was told some information. I was not taught anything. I was just told some interesting things about being a brakeman. And I am involved more in the museum than I thought I was going to be when I left for the weekend. And I'm going to be volunteering more off-site, which is good because I don't have a vehicle anymore. So I'll still be helping out with the WWNF, even if it's not throwing spike hammers off a train or sweating to death.
Yeah, now you get to be
yeah.
the PR department.
Yeah, exactly. Now I get to just do film stuff, which is what I'm in school for. So it's okay.
You say film, I see film.
What's the difference?
Love it.
Potato. That's
Yeah.
that's great, TJ.
Yeah. It's been it was very eventful. It was a great weekend to a terrible week. But you know what?
So can you just show up to those work days?
Well, so
Or do you have to be a member of the WWNF?
Well, I'm not a member actually. So basically, basically you just if you know something's going on, you can just show up.
Okay.
Like Saturday, Saturdays obviously they're like always working on stuff. So if you go up in the morning and you're like, "Hey, I want to help." Then they'll put you on something, probably track crew, because no one wants to help with track crew.
I can work with track crew. Don't say no. I counted somebody.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You count, but we had 4 people to replace a whole rail, and
It's 2 foot though. The rails.
well, it's just as long as it would be, no matter what.
Yeah,
100
it's
foot
still a
rail,
whole
still
rail.
100-foot rail.
Yeah.
40 foot. What do you have? 40-foot sections?
It was 2 joined. It was 2 sections joined together because it was replacing a long section. So probably 40 feet.
Rail is rail.
40.
You probably have 20-foot sections.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, you can kind of just show up. If you're trying to do something specific, usually you have to get the intel beforehand, or you have to message and ask if they're doing something beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for the most part, it's just if you're gonna come up and help, and we're they're. Of all the railroad museums I've been to, they're definitely the most please come help. We would love to have you here again for free, just to help us.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah, please.
There are 2 places like this in the entire country that I have found that you can, just regardless of what knowledge you have, what skills you have, anything like that. Those 2, hilariously, are both narrow gauge, and it's East Broad Top with the Friends and WWNF. There are the 2 places in the country that if you have no skills, anything other than basic knowledge of railroading, they will find a place for you to help. And it's really amazing.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Sucks that they're both in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah. That's probably my favorite part about the WWNF is they're just so willing to. They're all so welcoming, and they're always thanks so much for coming up. We really appreciate it. But also they're we'd love to have you back.
Yeah.
It's a really welcoming place. They're all the Ed, who is one of the higher ups. I think he's the supervisor of train operation or something like that. I don't know. They have a lot of titles on the board that I don't know. But he every time we go up, he says, I went up last weekend, and the Alna General Store, someone told me it was open Saturdays now, and then they weren't. So Ed gave me some of his extra lunch. It's just nice people like that are up there. And I just can't foam enough about the WWNF just because they're so nice to me. And the president of the railroad's wife went to the same school I did. So that's a little Terminus fact for all you kids out there.
Same college or same school?
This means you're one of us now.
What? Well, obviously, wait a minute. Obviously, same college.
The same. Well, she went to Fitchburg State.
I was gonna say, dumb question, because you went to an all-guys school.
No, not. But she is.
The high school was all guys?
It was.
Oh, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best decisions I've made, because I focused on school.
That's true.
Well,
his wife is also the food editor of the Providence Journal. So what a small world.
Oh yeah, they were talking to me about that when we were there before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's you always find little connections from here to there, no matter what you do. It seems. Is the Hocking Valley like that, Trader?
I would say in terms of like, welcoming. It like every experience I've had, it's been welcoming, and even when like somebody makes a mistake, like I did a couple weeks ago, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
It was like I still like I didn't feel like I wanted to
Die.
Leave the place and never come back, like at the museum last summer. Did a little thing, and I took a hiatus for like 3 months, and now I'm in kind of another hiatus, but that's a whole nother. Well, yeah, it's kind of the same reasoning. Anyway.
Well, you got to play with stuff at the museum, right? You posted a bunch of pictures. I'm showing the audience right now. What was
this is the Hocking, but yeah.
Yeah, that's.
What is this?
If it was the museum, I wouldn't be. I'd have a radio because nobody there knows hand signals except me.
I love hand signals. Hand signals are the only thing the WWF uses. It's great.
I know.
Who needs technology?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing bad can happen without technology.
Really, the only time, like if I'm brakeman, really the only time I use a radio is when we're doing the brake test in the morning. But other than that, no, I just use hand signals all day.
Brake test? What's that for?
Hey, what do you need brakes for?
Museum be like,
Wait, you have brakes that connect between cars?
This show is brought to you by the WWF gang.
By the 2 Foot Gang. No, we have vacuum brakes, guys. Please, we have vacuum brakes.
On 3 cars.
3 cars.
Including an engine.
It should be on everything.
Soon
except
TM.
for the Sandy River.
Soon TM.
Yeah, they're working on it.
So the 3 pictures the first 3 Hocking pictures with me tying 5833 onto the train. That was from this past Tuesday. We had a TV crew out, and we took them halfway up the track. They did a couple interviews, like in the train while they were going or while we were moving.
Nice.
Yeah. Only thing is, I tried to find on the local station that it was airing on. Tried to find it this morning. Either I missed it, or I got the station wrong and I couldn't find it.
Aw.
Jader, nice form there on the exiting a moving locomotive.
Yes.
I like
Trailing foot first.
Yep, I like it.
Trailing foot first.
Well, that's leading foot, but
Well, yeah. Yeah, so technically...
oh, Chris is deaf and he couldn't handle his he couldn't handle his mistake. He's gone.
And I didn't fall, so it's all good.
Well,
Yeah, no, leading foot's the way you're supposed to do it according to the WWF rulebook and demonstration.
when you're getting on...
he's getting off.
When you're getting off... No, because then you'll trip over yourself.
He's got it. He looked like he's got it.
I had it.
He's got it.
According to War Thunder, any landing that you
I'm
can
rather-
walk away from is a great landing.
Yes, thank you, War Thunder.
I need to get my.
You're not wrong, but you're wrong.
No, yeah.
Shush.
Anyway, Hocking's been going good. We've been doing, from what I understand, surprisingly well despite COVID.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Yeah.
good to hear.
Like our ridership's been pretty consistent every weekend. We've had the steam engine out multiple times, which is always good. It hasn't been a huge maintenance headache at all.
Oh, good.
I think really since last season. I mean, we've had a couple things, obviously, but where it had to be down for a month or so, but nothing
Nothing
major
major.
that would take it out of service forever.
Good. Yeah, the WWF their ridership has been pretty good. I mean, they only opened a couple weeks ago. But they are trying some new stuff this season, which is pretty cool. They're doing like mainline handcar rides that you can pay for.
That's something I want to do when you post it, because we have 2.
I saw that, and I'm thinking to myself, who the hell in their right mind would do this?
Yeah, well, they only sold 1.
I
So
wonder why.
a lot of people agree with you.
Like-
But now I'm in the marketing material for the freaking handcar op.
Yep.
Nice.
just because we had to do a switching move of the hand car, which is bonkers as it is. That sounds bonkers enough. But it was in the section. It was in its like little shed with the other hand car because apparently we have two, as one of them's number two. And he was like, Stuart was like, "Yeah, please, can you move this from the north yard to bay one of the roundhouse or of the engine shop?" And we were like, "Okay." So we did, and then Ed was there, and he's like, "Yeah, can we take a picture for Facebook, please?" And I was like, "Oh." And then he posted the one I blanked. So.
Well, of course. What else? What else will you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, now you're WWNS famous, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be involved in an organization.
Yeah, what
The face of the unsuccessful hand car line.
Yeah.
welcome to tourist railroading.
Yeah, I like the trend that the Iron Horseman is following of more and more people getting involved in tourist and historic railroading.
I had a remark to Leibold the other day. Like, it's weird not being the only two people in the entire group who do anything with preservation, and now there's a lot of us.
Yeah, and it's
Just off the top of my
I think
head.
it's really good. I mean, I'd rather us be a group full of people who actually walk the walk and talk the talk. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather talk about trains and also work
it's
on
nice.
them. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's my COVID.
Jesus. Anyway, hey Jader,
Hey, Ellis.
you posted some other pictures.
Yeah.
Who's this little 060 boy?
Oh,
yes.
That's Chonker, the meme engine.
Chonker.
Love it.
So,
Chonker, the meme engine.
I think, yeah, between last time I was on and now, I got Chonker operational. It's not done yet because, one, it still needs decal. It still needs decals for lettering, and two, I ordered a new decoder for it and a keep alive for it because it dies on, like, if there's a dead spot, you will know.
Yeah, I have an 042 that has the same problem. If it sees a speck of dust or it touches a frog of some sort, it just dies.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the chalk working.
Yeah, like, despite all the dead spots, it runs really well. It waddles like hell. I don't know why.
Nice.
It just does. It's just what it does. Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
Lordy coming.
too.
Where's the wide Putin music?
Yeah. Song for Denise. I know it well.
And it pulls decently well. The second picture I have of it, that's when I first took it to Train Club just to, kind of, see if it actually worked on anywhere that wasn't my layout. And it did. So I decided to see what it could actually do. So that's my friend's, I think, I don't know how many cars. That's my friend's New York Central passenger train. It didn't pull it by itself around the reversing loop there all the way. It got maybe, I'd say, 3/4 of the way through it with someone pushing it. And then it took it from there. And it, with a lot of slipping, but it actually moved it. So it impressed me with how much it can actually do.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that, and then let's see. Then after that, that's just the Hocking Valley pictures, 5033 and 405 at the end of the day.
Train shelf.
The train shelf. Yes, your purchases.
Yeah, on the top there, and what the focus of the picture was, is the CNO Sportsman contest that I've been building up slowly. Just Monday? Yeah, just Monday. I got the E unit running, got sound in it. Can't wait to take it to the club. Hopefully next week. I don't know, and play with it. And then I don't have a picture of it in here because it's in a few different pieces. But I found one picture of the Sportsman from the '60s somewhere in the Columbus area, with a B&O RPO up front, and I'd be like, and I was thinking, oh, that'd be cool to to have on there. But where the hell am I going to find a B&O RPO? I'm looking on my shelf, and I found one that I completely forgot about.
Huh.
And I said, you know what? This is perfect. I have another RPO that I can swap the underframe from, so I don't have to redo everything. I don't have an extra set of trucks anyway. The roof, I'm repainting black. That's drying right now. So hopefully that'll be, I can get that going tomorrow, add that to the train, and then then maybe add 2 more coaches or something, and it's ready to go. Like, I wouldn't need to add any more cars, because that's as long as the train ever got in Columbus. I think, anyway.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Let's see, and then the 2 pictures after that, we didn't even know it was there until Saturday, because it was buried in a bunch of brush, and as we're going up the track, Chris points that out to me. Not you, Chris, the other Chris.
I know. I wasn't there.
Are you sure?
You need to get down at some point, Chris, when we're running the steam engine.
Sometime I'll come over. Hopefully when Hobie ain't there, because...
he hasn't been for like 2 years.
Okay, sweet. I'll come over. See, the thing is that Ohio is a long way away.
Yeah.
And I work weekends, so I can't exactly just go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get that.
Also, I'm trying to move out, so I need money.
Yeah. Anyway, that's an old CNO right-of-way marker that he found, and then when I was down Tuesday, I stopped along the track and took some pictures of it. I want to clean it up and paint it up so you can actually see it from the train.
That's a milepost.
What's a milepost?
The last picture I sent, that's part of another big purchase I made, but yeah. So one of my friends went up to this guy's place that he just bought out a hobby shop, so he had a bunch of stuff to go through, and my friend got first dibs. He picked out what he wanted, and then he asked, hey, is there anything you want? I said, yeah. Again, I don't have pictures of it because I don't have a picture of the entire lot, but I got a bunch of passenger cars. Most of them are kits that are unbuilt. There's 5 of the little Roundhouse Overton cars in there. Right? Yeah, there's 5 of those in there. 4 of them are Pennsylvania, and like the real nice. It's like a maroon and cream scheme. Mm-hmm. With pinstriping all over the place. It's a really nice scheme. I can't wait to build those. And then a few other cars. There's some Iron Horse Festival custom painted coaches in there. Just all kinds of stuff. And then when I went down last Saturday to Josh's house to pick up my cars, he said, hey, I have these trailer cars. I can't use them. Do you want them? I said, maybe. And then he told me $30 for all 8 of those cars and 6 trailer kits. And I said, you know what? That's too good of a deal, because normally the cars themselves are like $10 each, and then I don't even want to think about trailers. Brand new. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I've started to build a little trailer train.
Hey, Jader.
Yeah.
Okay. Hocking Valley is actually achievable.
How far is it from you?
Only 6 hours away, or 6 hours and 41 minutes away. It's 420 miles. Sweet.
Nice.
Did it.
So it's about as far away as Rhode Island.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe we can do it. Maybe.
Okay.
Just remember to bring your meds again.
Yes, you have to remember to do that.
Yeah, that'd be good to not forget.
The only thing with that is, well, earliest that at least I would know that we're running the steam engine is like the beginning of that week, and then we'd run it on the weekend. Mm-hmm. So it would have to be kind of not really an impromptu thing, but
if I'm gonna do something, I'm probably gonna plan it out, and I'll come back home via Youngstown or something like that. Actually, I don't know. We'll figure it out. That was at the time. We're on a podcast.
Yeah. Even if we weren't running the steam engine, you could probably still see it.
I mean, yeah, but I want to be there for Steam.
The engine house at the end of the
Give
day,
me
but
Steam.
Yeah. I want to schmooze my way. I want to schmooze my way into things.
But 5833 is really nice.
Do what I do best. Hey, that's not saying fucking Jeeps aren't nice, but I will say I do really like that Jeep. It's a nice paint scheme.
I do like that bridge.
Yes.
She's the best.
All right. So, Jade, are you all wrapped up here?
Yeah, I'm good. What are these little?
Okay.
They're
so
adorable, is what they are.
I did a little trade deal. So there's the fun little community of American Railroad Summit River and Pine Valley, and they're making a game. Right now it's on the Unity engine, but they're switching up to UE4. I am now friends with one of the assistant modelers for there, so I've started making a few things. I have, in return, gotten more information about 2-foot and 3-foot, mainly diagrams and some painting bits, which will be very useful, so I can make more stuff. But here we have a Denver, South Park, and Pacific Cook modal, which I don't want to say speedily, but very quickly making over the past, 3 days or something. Weibold just affectionately calls this thing the cookie. So
The cookie!
But yeah, so it's going to... It's going to have a couple of variants, upgradability, that sort of thing. I would push for the full 1930s look, but they're sadly, that's not how the game's looking right now, so... But yeah, so I've gotten mainly doing research recently, but yeah, that's my big little modeling thing, and then besides that, it's just school, which...
I affectionately call it adorable.
I did, however, get to say that Weibold was going to... actually, let me go get the quote. No. Weibold is planning to do a Crusade and Other Tales because they keep on debating over 464.
Mm-hmm.
So that was... Yeah. I don't know. 2020 just sucks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Yeah.
And the other things are also cute. Well, are these all the same Cook Mogul? Yeah, they're all the same.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
just
different
different
years.
phases of its life.
Yeah.
I want
It's
big
like
chunk
1-0.
stack. Please.
Oh, I have that modeled.
Yes. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, so.
Well, apparently we're running diesel tomorrow.
Ooh.
I wonder what happened to the steam engine. That's okay.
Alright, so, you guys broke number 3.
I don't know. I wasn't planning on going down today, but
Well,
So gotta go fix stuff.
anyway.
Welcome to life with Steam, man.
well, either two things: either A, something broken, they need to fix it, or B, can't find anybody to run it. Because our main Steam engineer, he also works for CSX, so he's busy there.
Well, Jada, why don't you step in there? Get your engineer's card. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Hurry up,
I
Jader.
want to get Brakeman under my belt first.
Yeah, you gotta have 150 hours. Come on now.
Yeah, you don't need that shit.
Let's see.
Anyway.
Next year.
Is that all we've done in the past little while? Because that means it's time for the other thing that we haven't
Oh,
decided yet.
wait. No, I've one more thing.
Oh, what's your
I
one
guess.
more thing?
So, a couple weeks ago, the Hocking Valley route decided to take a dump, corrupt itself,
Oh.
and I lost about 3 or 4 miles worth of work.
Oh,
No.
that's
But yeah,
rough.
yeah. So I started started relaying Nelsonville Yard, and then I said, you know what, I want to do something different. As much as I love this project, I want to do something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So I started thinking, hey, what can I actually realistically work on? The IHR. I don't think anybody did since Milky last worked on it.
Do you have the last version he worked on?
Yeah.
Neat.
So I messaged Milky and said, hey, I know you already did some work on it. Is it cool if I kind of pick up where you left off? And he said, yeah, go for it. And I figured, well, I got to start somewhere. So I started on the branch line, and I'll start dumping pictures here.
Yes.
But I love how this is turning out so far. I've been going nuts with adding little flowers and bushes all along the track.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it really brings it to life. It's going to take a minute for these to send because slow upload speed. But yeah, I've made it as far as a little area that Milky added in as Lehman, about maybe 2 or 3 miles before Lehman Place. He put in a little lumber siding and then a wheat elevator. He kept those in, and then he also added something like the Red Caboose Motel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My main goal for the whole route is just to optimize it.
Yeah.
And then optimize it and bring it into 2019. Because
Totally.
some parts of it, like I was flying around the
personally,
narrow
I don't think it'd be
kind of hold up in 19.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't need much.
Mm-hmm.
Just update the trees, the textures really, and that's it.
Trees, because it's warmer.
Turf FX.
What were you saying, Chris?
What are those?
I don't think the Red Caboose Motel would be a good place to have on the Horseman route, considering when it's taking place. I mean, the motel didn't come into the real Strasbourg area until the late 60s, early 70s. Actually, no, that came in the late 70s. That came into being in the late 70s. And I don't think it'd be a good fit for the Iron Horseman route just yet. It'd be something that should happen because it's supposed to be knocked off Strasbourg and it needs to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't think in the time frame that we're in right now it should be there.
Well, as much as I completely agree with that, I've already built it, and I really don't like deleting things.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we can have a copy of it with and a copy of it without. It's not that hard to just clear it out and whatever.
Yeah, so someone else can delete it, not me. It was good originally, and then I went through, updated textures, added a few different, or changed up the variety of cabooses a little bit, added more variety.
More being N5Cs.
Okay.
No, I added. It's actually mostly C&O cabooses. That's something Milky did, not me.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Gabe.
Yeah, I've been going nuts with the flowers and stuff. All those, well, I think there's maybe 6 or 8 flowers per asset.
It
So
looks
there's
pretty.
millions of those.
Good job.
Document.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and Chris, you'll probably be happy about this. I bought the K&L Doodlebug because I kind of said, something's missing. Yeah, I said something's missing from this Doodlebug.
That's Doodlebug.
It belongs.
Branch on use. I will say that bug is inaccurate.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Because he forgot the smoking section. Inside of the Doodlebug, between the baggage compartment and the passenger compartment, there is a section of about 10 rows of seats. Actually, no, about 6 rows of seats that is sectioned off and has doors on the other end of it that goes between the main seating and the baggage. and it is for smoking. That way, non-smokers and smokers are sectioned off, in service. That was an addition put in by the Penzi. So, yeah, it is inaccurate because it doesn't have the smoking section. Tyler, I need you to add it.
Also, that
Mayhap.
gigantically extra long railroad crossing sign. I love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I added that. That's the the entrance to the Caboose Motel. I couldn't find like a hotel sign, and I figured, that kind of works. It looks nice.
Good enough. Yeah. All right.
Oh, you know what you should make in trains?
Hmm.
The gantry railroad crossing sign, the stop death sign.
That exists. I need to use it somewhere.
Oh my god, yes.
As soon as we're done, I'm gonna go download it,
Oh, great.
and I'll find a home for it, Chris. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Now it'll be nice to have this
Good.
on film for
This is my
episode. I will burn the snow.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I actually wanted to make one more announcement, which is that Locomotive Royale will resume as soon as I get Shelby over here to do lines, and then also that'll help to rule the world production. Well, mostly when I get Shelby over here to watch
Yeah,
Hamilton.
actually, wait. Let me check. Yeah, Fumble Royale is also going to be returning on Saturday, August 29th. So, oh, cool. That's next weekend.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
my brain.
brace yourselves. Yeah, I need to ask Weibold if Wednesday evenings still work for him, or if they work for him at all, or if he doesn't, if he doesn't want anything to do with me anymore.
If you want to drag me on, I will.
Yeah, well,
submit
you
myself to
already
the
go
torture.
through enough, and you need to go work on 2-Foot and Cookie.
Cookie.
Anyway, speaking of things like that, speaking of engines, you're allowed to pick Locomotive Versus because you're our guest. I forgot
Yay.
to ask you that at the beginning of the show.
Well, I already knew it was coming, and I'm already bracing myself because all of these are just kind of like,
You don't have to pick
Do
one of
you-
these.
Every time,
you
you
can
don't
make-
have to do it.
Yeah. You can
what
make.
painful conglomeration can I make?
Oh.
God.
Hey, Jader, you wanna return for a little battle?
Oh no.
What you got?
Well, I think since you want to throw C&O Pacifics at 113 yet again,
Oh, no.
Okay.
we can do this.
Oh, so we're doing this again.
This is the Reading 113, right?
Yeah, the OP
Yes.
113.
Okay.
Oh my god, no I haven't even criticized this engine. Jesus fuck.
Oh God.
I'm gonna tear that engine down because I know inside and out better than any of you fucks.
Well,
I
then
will
again, we-
make it lose.
Okay, good luck.
Are you sure about that?
Reading 113 is OP.
Yes. What's the C&O engine we're going up against? What is it?
I don't know.
Give me just a moment. I'm
Okay.
trying
Tanner
to
needs
find
to
the
figure out the biggest one he can find. He needs to bring out the big guns.
Yeah. Please bring out the biggest thing
You know what?
you have.
Okay. Okay.
He must be stopped.
Let me get a picture of it.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Wait, is this before they rebuilt them? Yeah. Okay.
So,
No.
of course,
Damn it. That's not enough. God damn it. Google.
for everyone to
That's not enough at 19.
repair there.
Alright. See if this picture is big enough. No, hold on. Let me find a better picture.
That's small.
That's
That's a picture.
Here we go.
That is a
Damn it.
picture.
It's a picture for ants.
God damn it. It's a Lionel model.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
What?
My buddy Mike Kuhn, he put out pictures of the broad top work session today. He was on brush cutting.
Mhm.
You want to know where he was at brush cutting? Robertsdale.
Oh.
Robertsdale Yard is starting to look like a yard again.
Oh, nice.
And that's just
Nice.
crazy.
That's Thank
They're going to be doing speeder rides. Like you didn't hear any of this, but they're going to be doing
You didn't
speeder
hear
rides
any of this,
from the
he says
Robertsdale station
live on the
in
podcast.
Robertsdale. Eventually here, hopefully in the fall. Depends on how well the brushing is going. But yeah, that's crazy that this is the first work that the East Broad
that's like been done
Top
there.
Railroad has done in Robertsdale since 1956.
So
Which, fun fact, when they truck the speeders up there, because God knows they can't roll them there, it'll be the first time the speeders have left the rails and onto a road
okay,
ever.
this is better.
Because they arrived by rail.
Hmm.
The East Broad Top speeders are original to the railroad and have not left East Broad Top rails
4, 7.
since
Okay.
they arrived.
Okay,
Which
I'll
is
use
crazy
this
just to think about.
I can find a better picture of it. Or is this? Is that one of them?
All right,
No.
Chris, do you
No.
want to take the Chunky Pacific, or do you want me to?
You take it.
Oh,
You take it. Because
Okay.
I want to make it lose.
okay, I'll use the second picture. I sent.
Yeah.
Those are the F-17s. Ignore the other two.
Oh, okay.
Those are F-19s.
Yeah, a lot of bonuses on this.
Oh,
Good,
but the
good
box
job.
pock.
Good pick.
You had a box pock.
Yes.
Oh well.
Well, it's the same class, is it?
No.
Gator. Oh, okay.
Hang on. Let me delete the picture so there's just the one.
Okay, so you're using
Oh
475.
wait, you are using the box pock engine.
Yes.
Okay.
These
got
are
it.
the F-17s.
Okay. Are these the biggest ones?
Biggest ones that I could find.
All right. Well, you're still gonna lose.
Actually,
but
no,
good luck.
no, fuck it.
God damn it.
I'm doing the F-19. I'm doing this thing. The F-19.
Pick it up.
Okay, F-19.
And a box pock.
Was it 490?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
that's.
does
490.
anyone want to say the thing? Chris, say the thing.
Pokemon versus.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jader, is that the banana motive?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What? There were 5 of these,
Because
and they were rebuilt into the yellow bellies.
Ah,
Whatever. Fuck.
Okay.
potato.
So we have pre-Yellow Bellies versus pre-Crusaders.
Yes. Correct.
Interesting. I guess, as like it was last time, I shall give you the first shot.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, hold on. I need to.
What's
We
the-
need
what's
to
the
actually.
base
I need to put the thing in the. Hold on. Can somebody
Okay.
send me the Steam locomotive page for these things?
Oh.
Well, you have
I have
one
yours.
for
I
team.
need his.
There you go.
Thank you. What is the C19?
F-19.
F19.
Where the fuck did you get C?
I don't
Come
know.
on.
Sorry, C19 sounds right to me because the C19 is a thing.
ICC classifications.
72012.
Alright, the Reading 113 versus the C&O F19.
The Reading G1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember the
Okay.
113. This proved itself as King 113. So, like, I don't know. Alright, Jader.
Okay. Tyler, what's your loco base ID?
Oh my god.
445.
137.
Ooh,
Suck it.
interesting. Okay.
All right. No, I'm not gonna do that. Do that. When were you built?
1916.
1926.
Hey, Jader has a shot.
Okay. Where is it? What's your driver diameter?
80 inch.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
What have you got?
Just,
74.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
small.
Just looking at these things, so you can tell.
Let's see here. Engine weight.
Engine weight 331,500 pounds.
273,600.
I already know how this is gonna go.
Okay. Axle loading.
66,700 pounds.
61,000.
Damn it.
It's not really
Minimum weight of rail.
111.
98.
Holy crap, Jader.
Tender loaded weight.
347,000 pounds even.
160,000.
Okay.
Total engine and tender weight.
Fuck you. 678,500.
433,600.
Yeah, these are chunk.
Number and class.
5.
Shit, why the hell do you do that now?
30.
Oh,
Number built.
Why does this count? They're the same thing. 5.
30.
it's always bull when you lose it, but
Let's see here.
it's now 8-2.
Fuck.
You can win that. Nah. Ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
Okay. 0.36.
0.39.
Who wins?
He wins.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's the goal? To be closest to 1?
Yeah, closer
Closer
to
to one.
Okay. That I didn't know, so alright.
1. Da-da-da-da.
Carry on.
All right, let's see here. Grade area.
Boy.
Okay. Wait. No. No.
This is the part where he kills you.
80.7.
94.5.
Fucking anthracite.
Firebox area.
Why does that even exist? 281.
282.
Oh my
What?
god! We need something chunkier.
Okay, let's see here.
Can't.
Factor of adhesion.
4.27.
Oh,
4.32.
oh, Jader wins.
Fuck yeah, bitch. Okay. Let's see.
Tread lightly, Jader.
No. That. Okay, let's do. Let's do fuel capacity.
Okay, 12.9.
28.
Oh,
Ooh.
And what about water?
8,000?
18,000.
holy crap.
So I carry about double.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 11-5, Jader. Here. Good luck.
Okay, what's your engine wheelbase?
My engine wheelbase, 35.58.
What? 36.58.
Oh my god.
How? Wait.
You
Fool.
No.
you
Wait.
fell for the classic blunder.
His engine is so much
How?
more compact than yours.
Well, fuck.
Okay. Robert Lee Messina's power computation.
Sad dude.
Okay. 16,140.
All right, that was a larger difference than I was expecting. 20,790.
What?
I
He's
was
got a
expecting this
Wooten,
to be quite
Because he
close.
has a Wooten.
I have a wound, but the thing is,
You know, I
Okay.
just think we should make some
I'm not going to
rules.
go into how these are
Rules are-
calculated. because, you know, it's- Uh,
I should
Same as above plus
C&J
superhero
thing, like
percentage.
fight anthracite with anthracite.
No, you don't. We have to beat it with something without a Wooten.
Okay.
Anyway,
What'd you say? Same as above plus superheater.
Yeah,
Okay. 19,691.
24,532. Same as above, but substitute firebox area for great area.
68,564.
73,207.
We have enough points to go to style points now.
Okay.
I'm not feeling confident about anything else so style points.
Alright, well, I have some questions first.
Alright.
Alright, what are your boiler pressures?
220.
200. Wait,
Oh,
what?
seriously?
What?
No!
That explains a lot.
Well, I still have questions, but I was really hoping my questions would help Jader. What are your driver wheelbases?
We already asked. Wait, actually,
You did engine, not driver.
We didn't do that.
13.8 free.
13 even.
Yeah, see, Jader should have asked
Hey.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, I'm an idiot.
Well, Jader does not have luck when it comes to locomotive versus.
I don't what?
You don't have any luck when it comes to locomotive versus. I have a.
Yes.
What are you guys?
So I always choose the garbage.
What are your cylinder sizes?
25 by 28.
27 by 28. Okay.
There's one.
Whenever we're ready, I'm ready to demolish the 113.
I know. Listen, I just want to ask more stats that are on my mind. What are your tractive efforts?
40,906.
46,892.
Jader, why did you not do tractive effort?
I figured I'd lose because of anthracite.
That doesn't help your tractive effort. You have
Oh, that's
smaller
terrible.
wheels.
Yeah. Right. I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Last time you did this was effing this. It was like 3
Alright.
episodes ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I have any other questions off the top of my head. I don't remember any other stats off the top of my head that I can ask here. No, you know what? Power L1.
Okay.
Oh, you seriously had the...
I want to know.
18,816.
22,016.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Power MT.
Okay, power MT 703.48.
728.05.
Okay. I have one more. Actually, I may have more than one more, but what is your evaporative heating surface, guys?
2926.
29.
Yeah, I was gonna say ping gram.
4239.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you have a way bigger boiler barrel.
Superheating surface?
Actually, I think the Redding has a bigger engine.
652.
1213.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he has a bigger boiler barrel.
I should have done this engine. Goddamn. And then combined heating surface because, well, we're here.
3578.
5452.
So basically, you just played the game for Jader.
I did.
Thank you, El.
I
Very
did.
Cool.
You're
No,
welcome.
hold on.
Listen,
I don't
I know.
Not
Listen,
done yet.
I know strategy.
how the world
Listen,
works.
strategy comes into this, and normally I let it be. I'm not letting 113 get off the hook this time.
Now,
I don't know how
hold
the
on.
University goes, so you have to help me.
All right,
For the first time here,
I'm
You
relinquishing the points now. We're officially moving to style points unless anyone else has any questions on these engines that are statistical.
no.
Oh, God.
Well, I got one since we're no wait no
You
no
don't
no
get
no,
to
no,
ask
no,
them.
No,
You
no,
had your
no.
choice. You had your chance.
I do not have any other questions, and TJ's muted.
What happened to TJ?
Um,
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
So, okay, now this is the first time I have ever been in a Royale or a local versus with the Reading 113 present. I am not going to be defending that thing because I'm fucking tired of this thing, and this meme needs to fucking die. It needs to fucking die. All right. First thing, point to Jader. because it has Alamite grease fittings that can work with a fucking Alamite gun and not a stupid fucking T-fitting from the 1860s. Like all Reading engines fucking had. Point automatic.
Also, somebody said 27.
I fucking hate that.
Hold on. Somebody said 2926, and Graham just snapped me. So.
Okay. Point to Jada for having dual compressors, cross compound compressors instead of 2 fucking single stages because the Reading's a fucking cheap fucking cunt.
Jesus.
Point to Jada for having an Alesco feed water heater that's very efficient instead of having none.
That's true. He has a hat.
Tip's hat.
Tip's
okay, the Reading did have cab signals. Okay.
The Reading had cab signals. That's for me.
Did the CNO
no,
also?
G1s the G1s did not have cab signals. They had them later, but they were not built with them originally.
Well, they had them later.
But
that still counts.
Okay.
Actually, do
right,
I have to get out the thing you sent me?
What thing?
Uh-oh.
You know, the 1948.
That's not going to tell you anything.
Oh, it might.
Okay.
Oh, it might. He
I got-
says.
Let's see.
Hold on.
What
Jader
else?
has a point in his own defense. I want to hear what it is.
Okay. So according to the little description about the F-19s here, the engine trucks on all of these had roller bearings.
Hmm.
Ooh. All right. Point to him.
Yeah. Are you roller
You
bearings
want
all the
to-
way around, or?
According to this, just on the lead truck, I don't know about anything else. It doesn't look like it.
What?
Well,
So it's
I can't-
1770.
Possibility. I mean, the 490 is all. It is roller bearing completely inside, so I'd assume that it was built like that.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I think the name of this episode is going to be "It Technically Isn't Cheating."
Let's see. Point to Jada for having a larger sand dome positioned over the front instead of just one lame, lumpy dome.
It does have a giant dome.
True.
So that is a giant sand dome, in all seriousness.
Wait, are Jader's, where's his feeds for the water lines? Because I see mine are on the top, which help.
You're the Reading one, the 113 or the G1s. Their check valves are on the top, which is actually much more efficient. Jader's is also on the top. You can see it right behind the stack there. Right behind the stack there, you see the top of the checks.
It goes the giant pipe off the feed water heater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else can I point out here? 3-axle tender, which is much better for traversing terrain. So point to Jader.
We haven't given a point.
Can I get a point for the lowered headlight?
Go ahead.
Actually, better
No.
axle loading on the. Actually, yeah, it's better axle loading on the tender. I think we've given points for that. Have we given points for that before?
But then again, we gave a point to 113 on that last time because it's got what was that, dual balance or something? I'm not sure. Weibold was the one who went over it.
I don't even know. Weibold knows more than me about this stuff, flat out.
Well, anyway,
Can we give him a
ping
point?
He was here earlier. Just kidding. We don't.
Can we give Jader a point for being rebuilt into the banana?
Well,
Okay,
then
yeah, but the Comet.
you also
Or Comet, but the
Crusader.
But the banana is also built as complete. Now hold on, the Crusader is just streamlined. The banana has all roller bearing, has poppet valves, has all kind of different mechanical things underneath. It is a much more complete rebuild than just a shrouding.
Yeah, but then that classifies as a different type of locomotive.
Yeah,
So
But it was rebuilt into it.
yeah, but we do usually treat the rebuild separately.
Well, it was rebuilt into it, and
I'll give it a point for being rebuilt
The
into
Crusader
another class because
was
that's
the same class of locomotive. Okay, all right, we can do that. Because the
Actually,
Crusader
no.
was before
The
G1.
Crusader was a G1 SAS, technically, if you want to be.
That is the same class.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's if you look in the sheets you gave me, it gets its own page.
Let me fucking check the actual Reading documents here. Let's pull out the
It
fucking
does
book.
give it. Go look in there. It's a separate page.
I'm going.
Oh my god.
For once, since you guys are not doing this, I was given to me a record from Tamaqua from 1948, a classification of Reading locomotive diagrams. It was digitized and put into Google Docs, and I have it saved as a PDF. All right, let's find a Crusader. It has a bunch of really cool stuff. 1251 Crusader.
Oh my god.
All right, G1 SAS. G1 SA. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay, so Jader doesn't get that point.
Oh. No.
But wait. Then if it's a different class, it doesn't get the points for being the Crusader.
Well, the problem with that then, again, is that it's under the same class on SteamLocomotive.com, so you can treat it as any way you like.
Look, I'm vouching for this. According to the 1948 Reading Company issued document, there are two separate classes.
So,
This is
so that
true,
just
but
threw
then
all the Crusader
dimensionally
points
they are
out
the
the
same.
window.
Like we are looking at the
And the leader
document.
can win. We can kill 113.
He says, playing 113.
Well, you,
what
see,
else can I give
proud
Jader
of
here?
as you are. Like, I will play the game, and then once it gets the style points,
Oh, okay. This is kind of obscure, but
Oh.
were you originally like built and painted for a named train, or just kind of generic Reading
No.
specific?
No, it was not.
Okay, I get a point for that because these were originally built. Where's the picture that I found? Here it is. Come on, Google. There we go. No wait,
0
Nope,
out of 10
here it is.
Planished Iron.
it's a Lionel model, but it gets the point across.
If anyone wants to tell Weibel
These
that
were-
we're trying to kill 113, he might show up.
Tell him when it's already dead.
Yeah. Don't give it a chance.
But these were originally like lettered and used on the George Washington.
Bummer.
Interesting.
The Crusader was made into existence after the that came in 1929. I want to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, these were used on the Boardwalk Flyer before then.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Yes.
Hi,
Weibel,
buddy. How are you?
You don't have to be here. I wanted you to know that this was happening. Also, what is
What
this
is
engine? It has a
happening?
Vanderbilt tender. Is this the same class?
Yeah, they were built with Vanderbilts, and then they got the larger rectangular.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting. Take a point away.
No,
It is currently 19-17 in favor of the CNO Pacific.
Actually, it's now
We're
20.
trying to kill it and keep it dead. We need your help with style points.
You're trying to kill the C&O Pacific?
No, we're trying
No,
to kill
we're gonna
113.
113.
Oh, okay, good. I like the C&O Pacific.
Yeah.
Meh.
Well, for one, the C&O Pacific has better air pumps.
Yep.
Yeah, we already got that.
Oh, God. Looks like it has more sand.
Yep.
Yep.
It's also got an
got that.
enclosed turret, which keeps things from freezing.
What was that?
All right, we can add that
The-
onto there.
The
I didn't notice
bulge in
that.
front of the cab, that is the
Oh.
enclosed turret.
Oh, whoa, what's
notices
this?
your bulge.
No.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa!
Notices your bulge.
Oh, Jesus.
They
Also, it has... I'm going to
I'm sorry.
bring up Ellis's favorite word. It has an access door for the terminal checks.
Hey, what about the snifters?
It does.
I
It does in
can't
fact have that.
see snifters on either of these, actually.
No.
They're
The
there, I'm
Reading
sure.
had sniffers. The Reading had sniffers. I know that.
I'm
for
sure
certain.
both of them have snifters. I just can't see either of them. Standard gauge engines, they can be kind of tucked back there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the
They
little
both
bulge
got power reverse.
on the side of the cylinder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering what that was.
That could be a style point. Where's your governor?
California.
Does yours have 2 dicks too? Nope, yours only has 1 dick. The governor for the air pump on the CNO engine has 2. I don't actually know what they're called. We always call them dicks because it looks like a dick.
I like how
thing.
the railroad is full of, names that are. The right word isn't offensive, but naughty or whatever.
If something isn't a cock or a dick, it's a gazetus. It's just the thingy. It's that thing.
Gotcha.
It's the thingy that's in the top photo of the CNO thing, slightly aft of the stack. You can see 2 little things poking up there. Those are the dicks.
Gotcha.
The governor dicks, that is. Also, it's got a washout plug in the smoke box. That's kind of cool.
Ooh, alright, that's good.
That could be useful for looking at
yeah,
your
that's very
supercomputer
useful to look at the
units.
things.
Also, the smoke box appears to be jacketed on the CNO engine.
That's actually a very good point there.
I just want to say, Wybold, you missed the part where Jader...
You know what that jacket is? That's steam delivery pipes. Wybold.
What?
That jacket is the coating for the steam delivery pipes, which means that's a lot easier for maintenance than inside of the smoke box.
For the steam delivery pipes.
A lot of modern engines, they instead of having the steam delivery pipes inside of coming out of the tube sheet and coming down, it comes out of the tube sheet, goes on the outside of the smoke box, and then splits into cylinders. Like a lot of the big northern like that have, this indent inside of the smoke box.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a point?
I was like, but that's not thick. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
You can see it in one of the images there.
Yeah. What's our score now?
It's 24-17 in favor of the CNO thing. Actually, it's 25 now with that. I just want to say you missed the part where Jader screwed the pooch, and then I saved him by asking about 20 questions.
I didn't know how the little horsey went.
You gotta know the little horse.
It's okay, everybody learns eventually. Don't worry.
Also, the CNO thing has deflector plates on the pilot. Those are good for rocks and for snow.
True.
I see those.
I showed my honor and my ability in the ring, and then went to the submission of destroying this fucker.
You know what? We're also going to add a point to the CNO engine for having Pile National parts or Pile National Dynamo, because I know for a fact the Reading used Sunbeam because they were cheap bastards.
Yuck.
I was about to say, we haven't brought up...
So, point to CNO engine for having a true dynamo.
Which is weird because in the picture of the Reading thing, you can tell it's a Sunbeam dyno and a Sunbeam headlight, but it's got Pile cannonball markers.
Yep.
Yep.
They were cheap. The first point I gave them was the fucking grease fittings, because I hate the fucking tape fittings with a goddamn passion.
Easy there, Mr. Regular.
Are those the kind of things where you can't take a grease gun to it? You have to take it off with a wrench or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 113 has it. The Reading, because they were cheap, has used them since literally about 1880. And because they own the CNJ had them by extension. They are little, almost T-fittings. They come up, and then they have two little knobs, and they have a hole in the center where the grease goes in. And it has a special mount and a special thing that you have to put on and crank by hand with a ratchet. That barely works. Or an air gun, because we got lazy.
Did we do valve gear?
We didn't do valve gear.
No.
The CNO thing has Baker.
They both have wolf shirts.
No,
it doesn't. Oh my god.
No,
Shit.
they do not.
Jader! You buffoon!
Fuck, I didn't even realize that. I'm too out of it today.
I also didn't realize that, but then again, I can't really tell.
It's, in fairness, the wall shirts on the CNJ or on the Reading thing is really bizarre. I had to look at it really closely. The way it's hung with the power reverse, it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
It is wall shirts, but it's very strangely integrated wall shirts. I wonder if it's homemade.
It may be home designed, actually, because it wasn't designed. was built by Baldwin.
Yeah, there's
Also,
no way that Baldwin
all
would
right,
just
I'm
be
gonna
like
be well. Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick to the CNO thing for a second. The Reading engine
okay.
has. I don't think it has double sprung trucks, but it has equalized tender trucks. The two axles are equalized together, whereas they're independent on the CNO engine. Makes for smoother riding.
I will give a point to the Reading engine for having a water scoop as well.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Did the CNO thing
because-
not have a water scoop?
I don't think.
Chris, I was hoping you wouldn't.
I don't
bring that
know,
up.
but I can't see it in any of the pictures. I can't see it in any pictures, and I'm gonna say it does because, well, we can't see it in any of the pictures. I'm looking at the locomotive diagram from the Reading company, and there's a water scoop on it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Honestly, I don't even know where it would have used it because I don't even know where the track bands are at the Reading.
Also,
You
the
know.
CNO thing has a diffuser on the bottom of the gun overflow.
True.
CNO. Okay, give another point to CNO.
Yes, it does. Holy crap!
Holy
Fancy.
crap. It is now
Very
19
fancy.
to 29.
Good year.
All right.
Wait, no, that was a terrible year.
Oh wait, hold on. We need to give it a point for having two dynamos.
What?
It has two of them.
Have two dynamos.
There's one on the left,
the
one on the right.
electrons!
There's one on the left and there's one on the right.
Oh crap! I just stop.
Seriously.
Oh,
Also,
think-
I just
think
noticed.
has that been thoroughly
crap.
killed enough for everyone?
I think so.
All right.
Speakers.
Yeah. Okay.
My chicken is getting cold. Good day.
Goodbye.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. Now that this thing has been driven to the grave,
I just noticed on the note of it being named, being built for a name train, that they painted different heralds on the top of the feed water heater,
Yeah.
interesting.
which is really a neat choice.
See, that's why I love the CNO. They did all this.
Yeah, I'm seeing an eagle, I'm seeing a head, I'm seeing a star.
They did all this little shit that nobody
That's-
cares about, or they took over these rares that nobody cares about. You know, they did all this.
This is how we do it, boys. We have killed the 113 by 10 points.
And it only took
Hey,
four of us
it's-
working
it's a-
together and no one trying to help the 113.
Not even the first.
And the incidental throwing out of all the points related to the Crusader.
Yep.
And the banana.
And the
I
well, yeah,
see this as an absolute win.
yeah, that was a worthy sacrifice.
It's-
The banana stuff doesn't need to be included. So, that's 30 to 19. Let's do the votes.
I think that's good enough. He's dead.
yeah.
That said, we
You know, as much as I hate this fucking meme, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous, I gotta vote for it. I am the Duke of the Skook, after all. I can't defile my region that much.
Mhm.
Not much. You killed an engine, but okay.
Quiet you.
Okay, TJ, how about you? TJ.
DJ's been muted this whole time.
Okay, he's dead.
He's dead.
All right, moving on.
Well, see, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know what
vote
to,
in
I
his
don't know.
place for the CNO.
I don't know who to vote for then, because I like
Mm.
I
Don't
know
vote for the
I
113.
want to vote for the CNO thing out of principle to kill the 113, but I kind of like the look of the 113 better.
No, you don't.
Hey,
No, I,
Alice, you're the one who always hates fucking wooden fireboxes and the half raised headlight.
but
Why do you
but look at the CNO thing. It's just like chonk and
like
lumpy.
this when you say you hate it so much?
It's lumpy. It's lumpy. Also, I don't really
And
hate
it's
Wootens as much. I really despise the headlight. I really do. But
Yeah, it looks.
in all honesty, I actually don't like the look of the Wooten fireboxes on the G1s. I feel it makes it look too bulky in the back.
This is true.
You mean
Like,
it's
it
got
just
too
kinda-
much
it just
junk
kinda
in the
looks-
trunk?
It looks really nice until you get to the back end, and it's just this giant ass that's like has all kinds of cellulite and just
It's
like,
got badonkadonk.
you know, it's just terrible. It's like if you see a really, really hot girl at Walmart from the front,
Oh no.
At
and then you
Walmart.
look down and she's like wearing fucking like, I don't know, feety pajamas or something. Like, oh,
What's wrong
I
with
don't know how to
that?
describe it. There's lots of things wrong with that, Ellis.
There's nothing wrong with that. Also, first of all, you're in Walmart. What do you expect?
Not Target.
What do you mean not Target?
The only place I've ever seen people wear feety pajamas out in public was in a Target.
That's weird. It's supposed to be the other
I
way
know.
around.
I saw about 10 grown men walking around in feety pajamas without shoes in Target.
All right, no, I take it back. That's amazing. So
is
I
also
don't know.
like 10
I don't know who
one.
to vote for. I don't know who to vote for.
Else, I gave you this advice last time, and you didn't listen to me. So listen to me this time. Don't vote for 113.
Now I want to vote for 113 despite you, as well as the fact that I think it's alright looking.
Well, you
I
do
don't- I
realize
don't like-
last
What?
we don't want to bring this thing back.
Yeah, but
At
if
all.
it wins in the votes, it doesn't matter. And also, it still
I
has
want
to
it
come back because
15 feet.
there's the existing battle that has to happen between it and the Mega Pacific.
Well, we already know how that's gonna end.
We don't, though.
Oh my god.
We do.
We don't. Especially if you're not. Especially if we put Jader in charge of the 113.
Oh,
That's-
you know what we forgot? We could have got an extra point. Trains models, because there's no model of a G1.
Well, whatever. It's dead. It's over.
Oh.
There's also, I don't think there's a model of F-19.
No,
is
I-
there?
I've seen one around.
Brass and Lion, the George Washington.
Well,
picture,
there's-
that's the Lionel model.
There's brass ones, and I think there's some old scale ones, really old scale ones around there.
Well, the
But-
one I posted, it's like I think 10 years old. But anyway,
I was meaning train.
Oh,
With the Z.
Steve, please.
Gib diagrams.
All right, no,
I
that's
have
my
to go
vote.
for
I need to
113.
go down and do laundry real quick, so we'll be back in a minute.
Ellis, no.
I'm doing it. I'm
Can
doing it.
I
I have to.
deny
I have to.
votes?
I like it better. It looks cooler.
Can I just deny any votes?
No.
But they're blasphemous.
Yeah. Well, the losing
You're
engine gets voted
blasphemous.
for sometimes. It's fine. It's fine. The 113 doesn't need to come back. I don't think anyone's going to be able to drag it into next season of Royale because everything's 2-foot. So we don't need to see it again until like season 6 when we do the Royale. This isn't me confirming 6 seasons. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Sure.
But if we want to talk about engines that we should vote for, let's talk about the T1.
Yes.
The Smokebox extension is done. This means they've basically got the engine from. They've basically got the things that are above the frame. They've got the Smokebox extension. They've got the
cab.
whole boiler, the cab, the Smokebox, the firebox for the most part, and of course the prow. They just need tubes. And they will have the world's largest stationary boiler.
Well, the frame might not be far behind if funding actually allows.
Yeah, well, they said that they're really impressed by fundraising at this point, so they're able to keep building the T1 at the current pace. Is what the announcement says. So
Can we get it by 2026?
I don't know about that, but
No, wait, hang on. If we finish the T1, like finish funding a part of it by the end of 2020. So stop COVID.
Plus it stopped COVID. Yeah, of course.
Maybe.
Actually, if we want to talk about COVID for a second, did anybody steal the thing about India? India and COVID?
No.
Nope, it's here.
No.
India is suspending all of its regular passenger service indefinitely.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah. There are some exceptions to this, but it's a gigantic shutdown. And Amtrak... I didn't expect to get to this quickly, but here we go. As some of us may know, Amtrak is taking almost all of its long-distance services and cutting them to tri-weekly operation, which is a goddamn terrible idea. It makes them just immensely less convenient. And when we're talking about a public service like Amtrak, convenience is everything. So it's absurd to cut them down like this, because now you've made it so that a traveler cannot pick any day of the week to travel. You already have to build your schedule around the Amtrak train in the first place because it's probably coming through at 5 in the morning. But now it's only coming through at 5 in the morning on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so good luck going somewhere on the weekend. Good luck having a weekend, because the train back is probably going to be on like Sunday and going to leave Chicago at 3 p.m., so, good luck making that schedule work. It's awful. It's awful. And they're starting... they're phasing it in over a 3-week period starting October 5th, unless some miracle occurs. Starting, doing the California Zephyr, Capital Limited, City of New Orleans, and the Crescent. The Coast Starlight, Lakeshore Limited, Southwest Chief, and Texas Eagle become tri-weekly on October 18th. Empire Builder and Palmetto tri-weekly as of October 19th. The Auto Train will stay daily. The Cardinal of the Sunset are going to continue being tri-weekly. And frequency reductions have already occurred for the Silver Star and Silver Meteor. Because of COVID, that's why they're doing this. However, Amtrak has been, systematically gutted over the last couple of years, and frankly, COVID is nothing more than an excuse to me. They've also set out some criteria as to when we will get daily service back, which is COVID-19 hospitalizations must be stable or declining as of February 15th, 2021. Advanced bookings for June 2021 must be at least 90% of available seat miles or room miles of the figure for June 2020 as of February 15th, 2020. Ridership of the first quarter must be at least 90% of projections in the 2021 operating plan. And if these criteria are met, if all three are met for a given route, service will be restored to daily levels. Now, the other thing that somebody else...
Wait.
What?
For that criteria, if, let's say, if one route meets that, does that route get daily service back, or do all of them get daily service?
Just the route. Just that one. So
okay.
Each of them are going to need to be upgraded independently, which isn't going to happen for a lot of routes. I almost guarantee it. And the reason why, the biggest reason why, is because the inconvenience caused by the trains being every other day is going to screw up something that was brought up to me, which is the connections. The connections between trains.
Oh no.
It's going to make doing things with a rail pass tons more difficult, and if you were to miss a connection because your train is delayed, now you don't get the next day's train. Now you have to wait at least 2 days, if not sometimes 3.
That's no bueno.
It's awful. And this is why I want to preach about this as much as possible. Because, I guess you could say it's too late now, we're already going to lose these things, but this is the thing to look out for. Because once we lose these things, we don't get them back. Not now, not in 2021, not in 2025, possibly not ever. And, the thing I always point to is Sunset Limited. We lost it in 2005. They said, "Oh, we'll have it back in 3 months." George Bush said, "You guys are going to have the train back." When the president of the United States says we're gonna fix the train, and then it doesn't happen, that should be an alarm bell. That should be a dog whistle that we need to make sure to keep what we have. And this is why people like his name escapes me, but our favorite senator from New Mexico. This is why he's so important, because he's been fighting tooth and nail to keep the Southwest Chief as it is, and not get it cut, and not get it broken in the middle with a bus bridge. Garbage. When you have these crusaders in Congress and in public office that can make this happen, that's good, but they can only do so much. And they're much better at preventing loss than they are getting it back, because it's been a 15-year fight to get basically 2 stops of the Sunset Limited back east of New Orleans. And we finally were looking at getting something, and who knows if that's going to happen now. The extension of the Heartland Flyer to meet with the Southwest Chief, I doubt that's happening anytime soon. Unless you've got states and politicians and groups with clout that are willing to swing their dicks around, like the Northern New England Passenger Rail Association, the guys who advocate for the Downeaster. Unless you have those things, and unless the stars align, you don't get more trains. And we need more trains. We don't need less. So,
especially now, like, I keep on seeing articles pull up about private rail cars being potentially the big way to take vacations after COVID, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, if it's a good way to rebuild, in a sense, but at the same time, with our current ways of just doing everything, we're different from a lot of nations.
Mm-hmm.
That it's just, I've just been watching a lot of stuff with Japan recently, and they're so effective with a lot of stuff because they put so much value in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like as a nation we don't, because we have all the airlines, we have the interstate, we have all these different solutions that it looks like post-COVID we might not want as much anymore.
Yeah.
And I guess everyone's just kind of sticking it out online.
Yeah,
Speaking of things that we might be losing, at least temporarily, due to the pandemic, the CSX Santa train will not be running this year. Womp womp.
Which is kind of a weird thing to lose, considering the Santa train isn't like a public gathering.
It's a bit of a public gathering.
I mean, it's a foamy gathering, but like...
No, it isn't. See, they throw toys at children on the back platform.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of a different thing. I'm thinking of a totally different thing.
Yeah, no. The whole point of that thing is for the public to crowd around the track because they'd have toys thrown at them. Well, they do it at stops now, but my point stands.
Right.
Safety.
Back in the day, they just chuck fucking toys at anyone off the fucking back platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I was thinking of
Here you go, Timmy. Have your bicycle.
What's the one that's all lit up? Is that CP? CP has the one that's all
CP.
neon lights? Okay, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah,
I don't know. This year? I don't know.
CP does. They have their own thing, but it's just lights.
The Toys for Tots train also isn't running this year.
Yeah, we have a link for that somewhere. I don't know who has that.
I got it.
Yeah.
I guess it's going to have to pull more weight this year.
Yeah.
Weight. So sadly, the CSX F40 PHS2s will not be doing their fun little public run, so
sad face.
No foaming for you CSX people.
Sad face. Although we were talking about a couple of things you brought up I'd like to bounce off of. One of them being private cars.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't exactly a private car, but the Ocean View has been officially saved. The Great Dome.
Yes.
It is now owned by Pax Rail, and it is expected to return to service in 2021, so next year. Amtrak used it on a number of trains, as we know. I got to ride on the Downeaster. I missed the chance to ride on the Adirondack, which, if I had known that it was the last time it was doing it, I probably would have tried harder. But it was sold out pretty quick. Yeah. And hopefully they'll be able to do stuff with it. I know that private cars like this are... Oh, wait, TJ has the New River train, doesn't he? He's not even here.
Yeah, he does. I can talk about it if you want. I can steal it.
Let's just leave his stuff for if he doesn't come back. Where the hell did he go?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say something? Did he say where he was going?
No, he didn't.
Well... Alright, well... Do we have anything else that's private car related? No?
No.
No, actually, I don't. We don't have any bets off of.
Not private car, but preservation?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so, fun little thing. I'm kind of surprised that there was an SD9 that actually survived to get BNSF paint. Well, but there was. And apparently it has been preserved by the Inland Northwest Railroad Museum. This is the retired 1958 SD9, previously Great Northern 1730. It's been donated to the museum and is currently being moved there, or might have already reached it. So there's some pretty interesting photos that we have linked in here of it just kind of meandering down the, I guess that's the coast.
I saw something earlier, speaking of Northwestern Railroading, but I do not have a link for it. One of the equipment leasers is donating a GP9, a Great Northern GP9, to the city of Klamath Falls, or no, not Klamath Falls, Kalispell, which will be moved there by rail. It's been repainted into big blue and is going to sit there for a while, which is really neat. But
wait, what is?
Also speaking of Great Northern GP9, one of the equipment leases donated to the city of Kalispell.
Do we have an article for that?
No, I don't. I couldn't get a link from it.
Oh, okay,
but
no,
I saw it. It's pretty neat.
I was just confused.
Speaking of the Northwest, though, because I'm still going to roll on with this, the cabless locomotive did a test run, public debut. Northern Pacific 924 and 060 from 18 whatever. I'm not quite certain when. Had a public debut where they pulled a passenger car or something with it. It still does not have a roof. It had a headlight, but it didn't have a roof yet. I don't know why they haven't put a roof on it, but okay. It's. I will say it is the weirdest public debut of a restoration I've ever seen. You know, the rest of the locomotive isn't even fully complete, but it can run.
Still better than 1309.
This is true.
I mean, it's better than 1309. At least it's some. Yeah, so that was interesting.
Hey, would that be considered in the as under construction condition? Because we have as built, each year.
I'm gonna say yes. As the leading preservationist here today, we're gonna say this. We're gonna say yes. It is under construction appearance.
Got it.
It doesn't have a roof.
Please mind our appearance during construction. Actually, I got a question. Isn't this the one that burns something really weird?
Speaking of the Northwest as well.
All right, never mind.
I don't know.
Why brought it up last time? Don't get him in here again. I just remember it burned something
no.
weird.
Bill Rogers, 1899, worked at NP in the 20s, sold to a paper company. No, doesn't say anything.
Well, whatever. Never mind. I just...
The locomotive, the museum has been busy working on a number of projects on the locomotive, including brakes and a cab. The locomotive also recently got a number plate. Oh boy, we got a number plate.
It's almost done.
So basically, they got it.
Yeah, there we go. Speaking of more Northwest things, SPNS 700 got a $35,000 grant from the John Emery Trust who gives money to everything except the EBT, but that's a story for another day. But just some stuff I picked up. Yeah, $5,000 grant. I'm not exactly certain for what, how, or anything like that, but they got it. So there you go. That's my Northwest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Sorry. What were all the things you got? SPNS 700.
Yeah, and you got the other one.
Okay.
Well, speaking of grants, when was this? Back in early August, late July. Okay, yeah, July 15th. The Indiana, Ohio, and the Hocking Valley INOs, the short line that connects us to the outside world. We got a grant for doesn't say how much. Why? Okay.
Money.
It was
Yeah,
something
money.
like it was like $10,000 something dollars, I think.
or leave it.
And this was for to rebuild and recondition the track that connects the INO and us. Because from what I understand, we got to the point where we could use it to get the dining car in last year, and now it's out of service. So now we have the money, we're providing the materials, INO's doing the work. So hopefully we can get our sleeping car in sometime soon, and hopefully run longer trips. So fingers
awesome.
crossed. I hope this works out.
Yes.
Because if we start running longer trips, I want to be there for it.
Speaking of who is going to be running longer trips, the Rock is expanding into the ports, and I think that's all along is to become a port railroad for the Alabama State Port Authority Short Line Railroad. Oh wait, this is not what I
Not
thought
that
it
article.
was.
Where's the rock?
Oh, does somebody else have that article?
Line.
Yeah. Oh, TJ's
No.
back. TJ, talk about the
All
rock.
right, TJ, take the lead. Take the lead.
Also, wait.
Yeah.
Important question. Who do you vote for?
Not the 113.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Wait.
Wait. Yeah, the Rock. Well, I was gonna say speaking of grants, but I'll talk about the Rock.
Sorry.
My article's gone. Okay.
Well, I thought you had opened it because your cursor was on it. Here, have it back.
I did, but then I didn't. I accidentally closed the tab. Sorry.
Control Shift
I had
T
another
reopens
Facebook
a
tab
closed
open. Oh, huh. Okay. So yeah, what Chris said. The Chicago Rock Island Pacific to begin Phase 1 of the restoration of rail service to the Port of Rosedale, Mississippi. Had to think about that one for a second. Sorry.
I guess Alabama is now not Mississippi because I forgot they were not in Alabama.
This Great River Rail restoration adds to and complements the current mission and future growth of the Port of Rosedale. The rail line interchanges with the Columbus and Greenville Railroad outside of... Hold on one second.
And he's gone.
Oof.
I don't know where they interchange at, but basically, they're building the line to the port. They're going
They believe that this effort will significantly enhance the competitive advantage of the Port of Rosedale as it expands and attracts new tenants. We are ready to work with them to attract new tenants, to grow the capabilities of existing tenants, and to boost and expand intermodal capabilities.
Cool.
So,
that's just kind of crazy to think about, really. This little grain hauler from the middle of nowhere in Mississippi is now going to be a port road that interchanges with another short line.
Yeah.
For
And
interchange traffic.
And also, it's the Rock.
Yeah, it's the Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock is back.
The Rock is like reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
Speaking of grants,
This is a good one.
For some reason, I thought I might have already talked about this last podcast, but probably not.
No.
I probably just talked about it privately. But this article confirms the fact. I saw it on the forums a few days ago, but that's Foamer stuff. So the WWF, big surprise,
Yay.
has received a grant of, well, I guess it's a grant. It was more of just of a donation to the project because they're doing fundraising for their number 11, the Build 11 campaign, which I probably have talked about that before.
Speedy boy.
Which is a 244 based off of the number 7. And an anonymous donor, which apparently doesn't say it in the article, but he's been a longtime member, donated $50,000 for the project, which $50,000 was their phase 1 goal.
Huh. Phase 1's done.
And yeah, and so someone just they were like, yeah, here's phase 1. So this greatly pushes the project along. But something that also helps is that the Blue Water chapter of the National Railway Historical Society, which I think is in Michigan?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Excuse me. They donated $10,000 because they're in the process of disbanding. So I guess they figured they had extra money, which I don't get why they'd be disbanding if they had extra money.
Okay, bring money.
They might have money and no people.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm not going to complain because it means WWF is $10,000, or WWF 11 is $10,000 closer to being done. As I've said before on the podcast, they've been machining parts over in Alabama, which is not part of Mississippi.
Allegedly.
And they're just, like the WWF does, they're just moving along with their project. If everything continues to go to plan, which is actually, they didn't quote the person who said this, but if everything goes according to plan, the locomotive will be under steam by 2025. They are very happy about this. I don't know what else to say. I'm just skimming through the article again. Yeah, exactly. I know a couple people who were making things for this locomotive had stopped previously, and now that not necessarily these two donations, but the fact that the fundraising has been going so well that things are being made for the engine again because the engine will be running in their lifetime. So things are looking up. It says the group has had about $42,000 set aside for the project, not counting the 2 large donations in August. So they expect it to cost $250,000 to build.
Seems fucking cheap.
Which is very cheap.
It's
yeah,
2
like
foot.
yeah, it's 2 foot, but also the WWF loves to lowball their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Their roundhouse apparently is going to cost $150,000 to build, and that's just not true. But you know what? I'm glad they're being hopeful. They are, they always seem to do what they set out to do. So if their estimates are low in the beginning, I'm sure they'll figure it out realistically as they go along. Everybody likes to hear lower numbers. Yeah, exactly. The WWF will find a way. The 2 foot will find a way. Hopefully running at 60 miles an hour.
Yes.
Somehow I don't think that part's going to happen.
No, it won't happen because the whole main line has not been worked on since they built it. So,
hey,
yeah,
Well, it's new built, so it doesn't really need that much work.
I want to talk about something else in Maine.
The main line?
I want to talk about something else in Maine.
Maine?
Yeah.
Go.
The Providence of Worcester number 150 is operational at the Seashore Trolley Museum.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is, and it's so this is the lowest quality video ever, but it's
yeah,
it's
they
running.
took this on like a potato.
It's moving on its own, and that's exciting.
It's adorable.
Because when they got it, they didn't even know if that, they didn't even know if it ran. They didn't know if it worked. They were just like, we're putting oil in it and gonna try to start it tomorrow when we were there. it was just sitting out in front of one of the car barns with like all sorts of fluids next to it, just like canisters of fluids.
All right. Well, speaking of railroad preservation and projects, Oregon Coast Scenic Railroad is getting back to work on number 90. So that's always nice. Not the Comrade 90.
The other 90.
The other 90.
Wrong.
Darn.
But yeah, so before the lockdown, they had dismantled the tender and were working to clean up and rebuild the frame and trucks until recently when they were just able to, I'm guessing that COVID restrictions were lifted, so they were able to restart assessing the project and moving forward. They've been put back about 5 months, and so they want to have the tender complete by mid-2021. Yeah, it's always nice to see their project slowly come back together.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of together, apparently this other article that I have is a bunch of things. This Watco MBTA UP.
Trains Magazine likes to do this now. They just mash 3 things together.
Apparently they didn't have enough to write about, to write a full article about these, but the MBTA, wow, this is a big deal. They issued a request for information on EMU train sets. It says the MBTA has issued a request for information from manufacturers on the possible purchase of EMU train sets, electrical multiple unit train sets, part of a plan to convert part of its commuter rail system from diesel to electric power.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if that actually happens. Also, dollars to donuts, it's going to be Stadler. Just watch.
It says to market. It says the request is to gauge market interest and capabilities of potential transit vehicle manufacturers to supply EMU vehicles. Mm-hmm. Also, why are they using EMUs? Like, why don't they just get electric locomotives? I don't.
Because EMUs can accelerate quickly. I don't know.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to start heading off to sleep. I've had a long day today. So I'm going to do a lightning round real quick because I need to. Let's see here. What's going on with White Pass 61? Because I don't even know. So White Pass 61 is has had stay-bolts drilled out by the looks of it. Don't get rid of it yet. I'm going to all 3 of them. Had a smoke box door made and tubes taken out, and there's smoke box itself. The smoke box, yes, that's right. And we're going to go to number 3. And a bunch of people standing around it, and the whole new smoke box.
Yeah, it's not these are projects.
That is the youngest. Yeah, I was going to say the top comment really has it, really says it better than I will, but that is the youngest group of people rebuilding a steam engine I've ever seen.
I think IRM has a younger group. I know they have people just in their 20s.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell this has to do with literally anything, but apparently in Utah there was a fire next to the railroad tracks. That's about all I can say about that. These Broad Top came back to life officially. It is officially now open, even though they're closed and not doing anything. They offer train rides. I can't even read the article. They offer train rides with M7 and a couple cars. Just south of town, or just north of town, over Blacklark Creek and up along every 522, around the Y and then back. It didn't really go very far, but it was something. They brought 12, 15, 17, and 18 out of the roundhouse, and they were out and around just kind of sitting there doing their thing. Millie Kowalczyk, well, I forget what her actual name is now because she's married, once again reprised her role from 1960, smashing champagne on the front end of 12, just smashing grape juice on the front end of 12 because, I don't know, they couldn't get a bottle of champagne or something. And it's time to reopen again. Lots of people were out there. The town had their great 60th anniversary thing going on, which is great. Like, everyone had a great time that I knew was out there the night. Photo session was a great success,
Great success.
and looking forward to doing more. Moving on, speaking of new things, Arnett has a new paint scheme.
Whoa.
Oof.
It's affectionately called the DNH period. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Actually, I think it's
Just
pretty
open
sharp.
the-
I do like it. So,
I've seen it. I've come and seen it in person. I don't like it at all. The red should have been toned down if it was a passenger car red, okay. But it's just no.
no, I'll show the audience. I think it looks
It
cool.
doesn't match literally anything on the roster at all whatsoever. The current plan for this is just to be painted on the new SD50s that they bought for CSX a couple years ago.
Mhm.
That's it. Also, unofficially, the XUP SD50s are being sold or scrapped, which I think there's 5 of them. So they're getting rid of them. I don't know why, when they still use them and they have a power shortage, but whatever. So that was it. Let's see here.
Ooh, I have an dog in Utah.
Also Mississippi. The Alabama State Port Authority short line nerd has been recognized for achievements in safety. Was that?
That was.
In the subject of paint, which is a very bad thing to modelers, Testers has discontinued all their lines of model paint. Which
Who?
Testers, little Testers bottles. They do model. They used to do model paints, but they have discontinued their lines of model paint.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not sure why, but that's literally everyone how they knew them. News of 223, which is something we haven't heard on the podcast for a long time, sadly is mixed views. Seeing as they're not able to continue work in the Ogden Union Station, they have, I'm not sure if they sold or donated everything to the Cumbres and Toltec, include all their tools, all their everything. Everything has gone to them, which means 223 will have a chance running again and will have a place to run again. It's saddening for them, and I hope there's some type of deal struck, which I'm sure there was, that they can come and but they have delivery of it. Taking delivery of things, big shakeups in the Anthracite region, up in the northern region, northern fields. R.J. Corman has entered into the playing field now and has bought the Luzerne and Susquehanna and the Lehigh Railway. L&S runs stuff in Scranton area in the Wyoming Valley, and the Lehigh Railway runs from Hoopany up to the New York State line. And basically does all the switching for NS and just runs through every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They also bought the Owego and Hartford Railroad in New York State, and I'm not even sure where the hell that is. This is not their first foray into the Anthracite region. They did have a line in Allentown, but they got rid of that a couple of years ago. This surprises me. This came out of nowhere. I have no idea where this came from or anything like that. I don't know what any of their plans are. I know they have a PRSW7 that has worked up there its whole fucking life on the Lehigh Railway right now, and I don't know what the plans are for that at all. So, I'll have to wait to see. This is still pending technically, but it's there. Down in Baltimore, 2 light rail trains hit a car. 2 of them hit a car and smashed it between them.
Oh,
Yeah, there's not much left of the car.
that's a lot of damage.
It's they survived. Apparently, everyone survived. But yeah, it's
No.
yeah, yeah, no.
No.
And-
Either these were 2 different incidents, or this article's saying that there's 1 dead.
Oh, well, maybe one hasn't been updated.
Adult woman was pronounced dead at the scene, and a 7-year-old and a 30-year-old man were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, it was caught between both cars, so...
It's not like that's an outrageous thing to happen. I'm glad 2 people survived. But, like, Jesus Christ.
Scotland had a giant train wreck.
Yeah.
A very, very bad train wreck.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to grab 5. That's a YouTube link. Okay. Yeah, that's no bueno. On the note of that, I saw some Scottish newspaper was like calling out people for being on the train or something like that, and I had to issue an apology to everyone on the fucking train. Like, oh my god! But yeah, do the full
as
track and other stuff like that.
Well, There's Your Problem podcast actually beat us to this piece of news, which we beat them to the barge crash, so I think we're even. But the way they phrased it as a train crash at Windows XP desktop.
Yeah, that's about what it is.
Yeah. It looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, 3 dead, of course. Our hearts go out to the families of the deceased. These kind of things tend to, it's unfortunate to hear about a wreck. I mean, anywhere, but passenger wrecks on
Especially a wreck like that.
European systems. Yeah, I know they're not very common, and I mean, perhaps we can be thankful that there are only 3 dead because of the relative flimsiness of European-style train sets.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still not good. So, hopefully we can... It was caused by a landslide, so it's not like operator error here or anything like that. It was just an unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah.
A landslide in a cut in a curve. So they couldn't see it.
Just bad thing. Bad set of circumstances. I'm not doing very good right now.
No.
I'm very tired. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. So,
all right, what is your guess for latest train on Amtrak and
termination?
Yeah.
Please message me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Just send me a message to Discord if I'm right or wrong. I am gonna say eastbound Southwest Chief.
Okay.
And on that note, what's my termination?
I'm just writing it in my DMC so I remember.
When in danger or in doubt, run in circles and shout. And that is my termination. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Chris.
All right.
Goodbye.
So we've confirmed that Chris is a robot.
Yeah, that was something else. I want to talk about our other piece of foreign news real quick, which is that Trenitalia
The Bala Lake Railway?
Is preparing to launch into Spain, and they will be buying a bunch of train sets from Bombardier and Hitachi.
Mm-hmm.
So, presumably...
Hitachi?
Yeah, ribbed for her pleasure, and also probably not going to work because Bombardier. But yeah, 23 very high-speed Frecciarossa 1000 trains for operation in Spain. So, good luck to Trenitalia in their endeavors in Spain. What the heck was that?
Speaking of
what?
international trains,
Mm-hmm.
in the UK, the Bala Lake Railway, which looks to be possibly 2 foot.
Let me see. Ball Lake.
I can't tell. But regardless, they have released an update on their fleet of Hunslet steam locomotives based at Welsh name looking like. Maybe Welsh name.
I was about to make a point about that. I just don't even try. Don't even.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to. The running fleet of locomotive consists of 3 Hunslets, which is currently alternating between the George B and Maid Marian. Winifred is serviceable, but is, this is the most British way I've ever heard. Oh, the British way to put this. Winifred is serviceable, but is having a rest in the Heritage Center, which has been painted and cleaned. Though Winifred has made an appearance recently on service trains. Reserve diesel locomotive Chilmark has also found a new home temporarily in the Heritage Center. Alice is waiting for the fitment of its new boiler, which is part of the locomotive's 10-year overhaul. Holy War is also in the middle of a 10-year overhaul. And is now down to her bare chassis in the workshop. Rob Houghton, BLR's chief engineer, is attending to Holy War's axle boxes and bearings when he is not on the occasional foot plate stint, whatever that means. This means that both Holy War and Alice are both WIP, work in progress, and will remain in the workshop for the foreseeable future. Which is kind of cool.
They are 2 foot.
They are 2 foot. Nice. Add 12 inches, and I've got another article. The DNS won't reach Silverton in 2020.
They don't call it the Silverton train.
Yeah, no, they will not be.
Not Silverton.
They have given up hopes of operating to Silverton this summer, and will continue operating excursions between Rockwood and Cascade for the remainder of the 2020 season. And then also two other things that are in this stupid digest thing that Trains does. CSX train derails near Kingston, Georgia. Don't know if we got that into the Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility. This was on Saturday morning, August 15th.
Okay.
And then this is for O'Gillies. An Ogden, Utah woman has been jailed after an incident in which she allegedly broke into and vandalized a Utah Transit Authority front runner commuter rail train, causing more than $10,000 of damage.
Oh, do we want to talk about vandalism? Because I have an article about vandalism.
Don't vandalize.
Don't vandalize, first of all. But second of all, the MTA, that is the New York City subway, is currently facing a glass shortage. Because...
Yeah, anyway, Nick's mom, or O'Julius' mom, is now in jail. Because she vandalized the front runner train. I'm just kidding, it's not actually his mom.
The 7 train has had over 400 smash windows in the last 4 months, and the MTA is on the verge of a glass shortage. And they're going to have to start pulling train sets off the 7 train and reducing frequency because they can't run trains with broken windows.
So New York is turning into more of a mess.
Yeah, no, I first of all, I don't know why it's just the 7 train. Second of all, this has been kind of random, like out of nowhere, crusade against the 7 train. The thing that gets me is that if they're going to have to start pulling train sets out of service because they don't have enough glass and reducing the functionality of the 7 train, first of all, it's probably going to make people even more annoyed. Second of all, I can only assume that the glass is being broken by people who ride the 7 train. So they're literally they've made their commute worse.
It was that French fry.
They've made their commute worse. Because
speaking of worse,
smashing things.
This wasn't reported, this was just today.
Oh.
But the Valley Railroad number 40 had a T&P whistle on it today. And it sounds like a steamboat. And it's not good. That's the report.
Alright.
Okay, jumping from the DNS isms, we have an interesting prospect coming up in the near future. Mm-hmm. So, does everyone remember the tiny house craze that's been of recent?
For some, it still exists.
Yeah, my house is tiny.
Alright, for one Mr. Kyle Danielson, a tiny house is really a tiny railroad car.
The foamer.
Isn't it?
He's sort of a foamer, yes. Yes. So the plan is you're going to take a Rio Grande. This is a rider stock car. If you haven't noticed there, in the photo present, there's a cut there, and actually, apparently, the Colorado Railroad Museum wanted this specific car at one point, but the DNS didn't want to DSS it at that time. So what fun!
This guy to turn it into a house.
Well, yeah. Okay, so basically, Kyle's plan is with his soon-to-be wife is to turn this into their tiny house. And they're basing it off of a maintenance delay car, also from the DNR-GW. And the idea is that they'll just move this around and
Where? But
they're going to have a small property. And they're technically, I'm not sure what they have planned for motive power. He wasn't very specific.
I was gonna say, how are they gonna move it around? It's 3 foot.
It just seems so dumb to me to use a stock car.
I
Why
know, it
wouldn't
has
you use a
holes.
car that's actually like,
Sorry.
the sides are
close.
complete?
Because theirs are not on the market.
I'm sure they're
Sadly.
planning an Ozark Mountain rail car, okay?
Yeah. There's
I
a
don't-
bunch of
I don't know. Also, Kyle works either for DNS or Cumbersome Toltec, I
Oh,
believe.
Homer.
So he's got connections.
There's a phone.
But yeah, so that's an interesting little bit.
How
Which,
dare he have a house and a train on a railroad?
but isn't that the goal?
How dare he
It's
fulfill his
it's
dreams.
a business card.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say, how dare you do the thing that I would always want to do?
But yeah, so
Disgusting.
he's got to go fund me. Maybe from a few bucks. It's
Oh, wait.
of course everything's tight with COVID.
I'm not helping it. I'm not.
I'm not indulging in his dream. I
Indulge
want to
my
do that. I'm
dream.
not sending him money.
No, that's kind of neat. Good for him.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, all joke aside, that's kind of cool. But also, I'm jealous.
Yeah, everyone seemed to be jealous.
I'm gonna turn the Turner Daring car into a tiny house.
Yes, do that actually. So that way, when I go up there, I can just hang out in the actual 2 foot.
turn one of the flat
It's,
versions.
it's the temple.
It's 2 foot temple.
Anyway,
Okay.
I have one more thing that I want to cover, and then we'll just wrap up here. I mean, there are a couple things. Well, okay, I'll cover both of the Metro things. Which is, the first thing is that Metro made a heritage unit, another one, and I think this is one of the first ones that actually I think the execution was good. However, it's the CNNW, which is just so painfully gaudy of a paint scheme to begin with that I can't like it. Like,
Mhm.
What are you talking about?
what do you mean, what am I talking about? Why would you paint a locomotive this color? And also green. Because it's
It's
disgusting.
green.
It's awful.
Well, if we want to talk about horrible heritage units very quickly, BNSF
Oh, right.
did a thing.
Oh, right,
which was
yeah, let's
just-
do that.
Sticker bomb unit.
Yeah.
Sticker bomb unit.
And the problem is they didn't get all the stickers in here. There's the Fort Worth and Denver, which they missed, and their executive offices and everything are in Fort Worth. So, But yeah, so they got most of their big ones: BN, Santa Fe, Frisco, CNS, Burlington, Great Northern, all that.
Mhm.
There's going to be 10 of these. They're all going to be identical, so
They're making 10
easier
of them.
to spot, less foamy.
They're making 10 of them.
Yeah, they're
Why?
just grabbing 10 off the line and just being like, you get a sticker, you get a sticker, you get a sticker.
BNSF has never understood painting engines, I feel. Like, they've made some snazzy paint schemes, but they've always been the worst at actually painting things. Not that that's really a bad thing, but like,
Mhm.
they just don't repaint stuff. And so now it's
Well,
time
at
for
least
them to
they
make a
can-
heritage unit, and they don't know how to do that because they don't know how to paint anything. So it's
Mhm.
like, well, what do we do? I don't know. Why don't we just put all the logos on it? Yeah, that'd be great. That's a great idea.
Yeah, well, at least it's going to be better maintained than what the SP was able to do.
Well, thankfully the SP isn't part of BNSF,
Yes.
or else they would have picked up that habit. All right. Well,
Okay.
the SP is now part of UP. UP helps Metro out, sort of, with some things. And currently they don't want to do that anymore.
Oof.
UP has said that they no longer want to operate the 3 lines out of Chicago that they currently operate. When they took over the CNW, they absorbed the operations in 1995. and they're paid approximately $100 million a year to do it. And Metra says that UP is a common carrier, therefore they have to keep doing it. And UP is saying, no, we don't. And Metra brought in the STB, the Surface Transportation Board, to make a ruling on whether UP does or does not have to do this. The STB said, "You're on your own. I'm not doing this."
You're on your own.
They did note that UP says that it will, quote, maintain the status quo until the courts have made a ruling. So, UP isn't gonna just be like, nah, I'm out, but they definitely want to get out. I guess the $100 million isn't enough anymore. I don't know, but that's kind of a shame because it's kind of a neat situation, neat operations with Union Pacific running passenger trains like that. But
this is true.
All right, let's wrap up the rest of this stuff here and then do the latest train on Amtrak. What last pieces of news do we want to cover before we sign off?
All right.
I just have two quick things.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So my first, it's a bit of good news. Despite COVID and things closing left and right, and now things slowly starting to reopen, the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society, they have announced their outdoor autumn railroad festival for October. Let's see some of the highlights of the event. They will have throttle time on the 765. They will have little train rides. They're calling them pumpkin train, and because of COVID, they'll be running at half capacity, among other things. Let's see, throttle time. Ooh, throttle time's $150.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Okay, and then they're also doing the 765 experience, which is like a behind-the-scenes tour of what they do.
Bummer.
You see, the thing is, though, if you volunteer there, you get this all for free.
That is true.
That is true.
So, go volunteer.
That's a big thing.
Big thing.
Yeah, see, that's my goal. If I'm a volunteer, I never have to pay to go on any of the excursions at the WWNF.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean,
And
the
if
most they
TJ's
have
a
to pay
volunteer, you can sneak me on.
pay to Hawking is $20 a year.
Yeah, you have to ride on the roof, Ellis.
I mean, sold. The covered bridge
as long
isn't
as there's a
actually
roof
covered.
on
I'll
it.
do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's a long way to go. There's a short way, but a long way to go before trains go over that bridge regularly.
Oh,
Yeah.
noted. Don't
All
they
right,
still have to
speaking of
secure it?
delays.
It's a definite possibility.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not done.
Callie, get ready
And
to
my
update your
last thing-
model.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have
Sorry,
to do
Jay,
that.
I keep interrupting you.
It's all right. My last thing is Save the Chessie. Cincinnati Scenic Railway has announced their new fundraising project to save an ex-Chessie GP30. For those that don't know, the Cincinnati Scenic Railway is the LM&M. They have the nickel plate 901, the CNO 5704. And then they also run the Ohio Rail Excursion.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see this happen because we do work for these guys, and they're a good customer. They seem to have their shit together. If I was on the other side of the state, I'd be volunteering here and volunteering there and not Hawking. But it's like 2 hours away. And anyway, they have a thing on their website where you can donate. Right now, they have $0 raised.
Oof.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to give them $10 right now.
Good man.
Oh wait, no, they have $590. Their website's just like the website's not updated, but their GoFundMe is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, $590 out of $35,000.
At least
The trick's there.
they'll get
They get-
there. They'll get there.
That's it's gotcha $1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's 13 days so far. So
well,
I
wish them the
think
best
they'll
of luck.
yeah, I think they'll do it.
All right, Tyler, you
All
want
right.
to round us off here?
Yep. Okay, speaking of delays earlier, and also Amtrak.
I hate
There's
Lay's. They're so salty.
There's
They're
a
not
wildfire going on currently in Colorado, which is closing one of the former Rio Grande lines. This is causing California's effort to actually be rerouted over the overland route through Wyoming. So that's just great, just adding on to everything. Of course, we could go into more wildfires with California and all that, but we don't really have the articles. And then delays possible in Flagstaff. This time, not for the railroad, but for all the residents. They're doing some work on the railroad crossings there, so
So if you live in Flagstaff, find an alternate route.
yes. And
live in
also,
Flagstaff,
if you're watching the rail cams, that's going to be great. Actually, there is a bridge right underneath the tracks. Like, you just go a block or two down from the depot, and so you can just dodge that. The R2 roads there, which I'm guessing are the crossings they're working on, they're one way anyways, so why would you take those? I'm guessing Ellis is probably laughing internally right now at that. And then Train Sim World 2, they announced their livery designer.
What is it,
all your
Forza?
Yeah, I know.
Forza?
So now all your reskinners, you don't have to go and boot
You
all
can
the-
try less hard.
Yeah, you don't have to boot it up into GIMP or Photoshop or whatever you're using. You can just do this in there. The problem is you can only do so many colors and stuff like that, and there's only 300 different sticker things. So maybe you can pull off the BNSF Heritage unit, but probably not much else.
By the way, I just want to say I too remember Paint Shed.
Yeah, this is literally Paint Shed, but just updated and made worse. So
R.I.P. Paint Shed.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, let's. If there's nothing else that we want to cover, let's talk about the latest train on Amtrak. For the record, Chris, his guess was the eastbound Southwest Chief, and I will say, just to throw it out there, the latest train on Amtrak is way later than everything else. So, if you want to factor that into your guesses, Godspeed.
I have a guess. Okay, I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the westbound Sunset Limited.
Westbound Sunset. Okay. Tyler, TJ?
What's the one that just got stopped for the wildfires?
Well, I was just about to say that. Westbound California Zephyr.
Yeah, that one. That's my guess, not Tyler's.
Oh.
But wait, if you take the eastbound and I take the westbound, we each have a 50% chance of one of them.
That's
Yeah,
not
but-
how probability works, but you guys can do that anyway.
Yeah, but I guess westbound first, so you have to take eastbound.
Okay, fine, I'll take eastbound.
Okay. TJ, you're gonna be upset. Anyway, the eastbound Southwest Chief is 4 minutes late at Lamar, Colorado, and on time at San Bernardino, California. The Sunset Limited is 9 minutes late at Houston, Texas.
Oh, damn.
The westbound California Zephyr is 29 minutes late at Helper, Utah, and 10 minutes late at Creston, in Indiana, or Iowa. Sorry, Creston, Iowa. The eastbound California Zephyr is 30 minutes late at Winnemucca, Nevada, and 8 hours and 44 minutes late at Glenwood Springs, Colorado. And it is the latest train on Amtrak by a wide margin.
Thank you, TJ. Very cool.
By a margin of about 6.5 hours, it's the latest train on
I
Amtrak.
didn't let you take the westbound because I was like, oh, this is the one that he said, so this has to be it.
For the record, the
God
latest train in Canada
damn it.
is 29 minutes late. but most of them aren't running, so that's not really helpful. That's a really late California Zephyr. I just heard to Chris that it was number 6. And with that, let's have our terminations. I want to write Chris in. He's already stopped talking quite some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just copy and paste this instead of retyping it again.
I don't learn the alphabet with Top Gear.
Tyler.
Power. Yeah, P better be power, and S better be speed.
Yeah.
Spoiler, it's not.
Tyler, you're up.
All right. What for my termination?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, 2020, everything must burn. I'm gonna try to get a link for the Tempe Town Lake Bridge fire. So.
Gotcha. I would like to say, I know TJ threw, like, in a total throwaway line of Lay's being salty, but they're not. Lay's,
Yes, they are.
No, they aren't. Even the regular chips, salt and vinegar chips, garbage. Garbage. Not salty enough. They're
Well,
not...
salt and vinegar chips are garbage as it is.
No, you're wrong. Get out.
Your garbage.
All right, see ya. I'll leave your house now. What if I just walked out of, like, a part of your house?
Yeah.
Like,
I've been here the whole time. Yeah, you walk out from upstairs.
Touching
From the
my Oh, no. Oh, no.
just been hiding in your bathroom for a week.
Yeah, how did you get here? Anyway. Well, maybe in a couple of weeks we can go to WW now.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, Ellis, I saw an Oots truck on the way home from work
Oots
yesterday.
truck. I got to tell the story of the exploding bag of Utz chips again.
Nice.
Yes.
I need to... Oh, that's what I was going to do this weekend, make the blooper reel.
Alright, TJ?
Damn.
Yeah, this is a classic video that
Hey
gets
guys,
me
hey
every
Ryan.
time.
I'll have to look at that when we get done with the podcast. And then Jader?
So I found this a few days ago. Learn the alphabet with Top Gear.
Oh, I thought my video was going to be the termination, because it's only like 8 seconds long.
That's all you need to know.
I know, I can't
The
do
alphabet.
that.
Learn the alphabet.
Oh.
I can't show someone else's YouTube video, but everyone can look at it in the cargoes. So
Can
anyway,
we do learning the alphabet with Ivan?
what?
Yes, we need this.
Learning the alphabet with
Comrade.
Ivan? Yes. Okay.
Comrade.
Yeah, I'll do that. Why not?
Yeah, every letter's comrade. Except for bricks.
A is for comrade. D is for big comrade.
Bricks. C is for comrade.
D is for the comrade.
The comrade. D is for da. Anyway,
No.
thank you all for watching the
Comrade.
Terminus podcast. We will see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You know what we can talk about?
Cookie.